knocked the paper out of his hand because he had the withdrawal paper saying, "Come on, man, you can end this today, right now." Hey, man, we're not playing. This is serious stuff, and they go, and this might matter to people. The most powerful man, Democrat, doing this. These is people, right? Why he let Scott Lee Cohen slip through the cracks? You know what I mean? They worry about us, and they let this guy slip through. So, if anyone else have anything they want to share, any questions?
He's back in the blue shirt.
I just want you to know how committed. Trust me, it's no sellout to this.
Well, that's Mr. Obama. He got the president. That's Mr. Obama.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it.
See,
Once you tell him
we got so many
he
vacant
go to work.
buildings. Why we
Mr. Obama.
you begin to be alderman? Why we kind of problem like you have with those kind of revenue?
Yeah. Let me say this from my Navy background. With anything you want to solve, fix, work on, you take inventory. So that's one thing. We got to take inventory. We got to know on 66 in Marshfield, there's 13 abandoned buildings. Who owns those abandoned buildings? That's the second thing. But we got to have accountability there. We can't have this abandoned building wide open where it's a rape hazard and that type of stuff.
Bought this
Oh, I'm sorry. That's you. All right, we're going to put you on the spot.
I just bought this last year. And what happened is I'm into real estate business. This is what I do. And I drive around in the neighborhood. We got so many.
Oh, yeah.
I own some more building over here on Harmony. It's about 10 buildings in one block. Why would you do if what kind of problem are we? Because when I buy something, at least I use my own cash. I don't need nobody to finance me. But I would like to see 100 black men and entrepreneurs to get involved. Like you were saying,
yes, sir.
We don't have no economy.
Yes, sir.
Because we take the money and we put them in the other neighborhood, and that's wrong.
Yes, sir.
And the only one thing we can do with us is the longer we bring the dollar into the black community, we gotta keep it. But 90% of the people who own buildings or own buildings, business on the black community, you're gonna see Chinese. You're gonna see Arab. I'm not racist, but we need an entrepreneur black man. We can talk 365 years, but if we don't do nothing on our part, I don't care how many times we pray. It begins to be on each individual. He got to do something his part. I'm a black man, but I cannot go to China to open up and sell food.
And it's not racial. It's not racial.
It's not an issue about race. It's about economy.
Yeah, and let me say this to you guys. And I work with all ethnic groups. And in the military, you put your life on the line with all ethnic groups. It's just loving your culture. Absolutely. Your culture. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with that. And if our culture has our people being murdered, our culture dies. If we got 41% of the prison population black men, how do you reproduce if you're in jail? So our culture is threatened right now. So it's not racial. And I say that to Chinese Americans, Asian Americans, it doesn't matter. It's about making sure the black culture, which have contributed a whole lot to society, you know what I mean? Africa right now is still being raped and robbed. So we contribute a lot. So it's not about racism or about excluding anybody, but we got to have a strong black culture that has its own economic base. Not one place in America that our young people can look at and see a successful black neighborhood. If I'm lying, you tell me where it's at. Where we control the businesses, the jobs, it's the entertainment. It's all we don't have it.
Yeah, we had it, but we lost.
I'm telling you right now, it's not one place.
We had Bronzeville, but we lost that.
Yeah. So really, when you talk to the kids, why should they aspire? When you look around, if you make it, you move to the suburbs. So why strive? I don't see success nowhere around.
We got seniors talking about they want to move out the community now because of what's happening on their block. See, that's bad when you got the seniors moving out now. Even though they left, a while ago, but still, we still got seniors ready to go because they can't fight the crime on their block.
So
they need help.
But let me say this to you, going back to what you said. On the initial flyer, you saw one of the quotes. I said, we're going to increase tourism in the 15th ward. Tourism. Now you say, why would people want to come to the killing fields? Why would people want to come over here and tour? And I don't want to brag or nothing, you guys, but let's just say God has given me the ability to attract other ethnic groups. We've already had people from Winnetka, from Hinsdale, other neighborhoods come, and they just can't believe what we're going through. And we're going to increase that even more. Great Lakes Naval Base, I got all my naval buddies up there. They just ready to come in and do what we need them to do. So we're going to straighten out 63rd, 67th Street, and we're going to set it up where we're going to have tour buses of our people, all human people, coming in and spending money. But that money got to be spent where it's staying in the neighborhood. So they can't come in and give it to the people who extractors. They taking it out.
It doesn't matter how we look at it,
Mhm.
because see, the people who control the money, it's the Arab, Chinese, and all the ethnic group. The dollar will not stay in our community. You can be entrepreneur, I can be entrepreneur. We all probably entrepreneur. But if we don't control the economy, it doesn't matter how money we talk.
See what Wednesday say?
Yeah.
Look at Wednesday.
Yeah, I see one.
So Wednesday is your best friend. You got to go out and tell people about Wednesday. You got to get a commitment.
I preached to young brothers since I was
Now, but
13.
watch this, y'all. We've been saying Wednesday for years. This year we put together 4 Wednesdays and we asked people to list the 4 black businesses you spend money with, and people started asking, where the list of the black business? So that means for all these years we've been saying pick one day out of the month to spend money. Our people weren't doing it. So that's the accountability on us. Do you have a list of the black businesses?
Oh, I always spend my money with the black community.
Now watch this. You can't just be black. You can't just be black, because if you black and floss more, now you like that preacher, you know what I mean, that's taking the money and leaving. What's your commitment to serving and putting money right back into the immediate area? I got a list of single moms who can't afford winter boots this year. What's your commitment to helping them? I got a list of people who can't afford, they don't have bus cards to get their children to school. So just because you black don't put you off the hook. What's your commitment to helping out?
I have a concern. A lot of the seniors, I get calls like 24 hours, is the police response time. And then when I called and you try to speak to someone in the 7th district, their explanation is we're short staffed. Well, okay, Mayor Daley, are you going to get us some more police officers here, or what's going to happen? I think a couple friends of mine that are Chicago police said they're down to like
One per cop.
well, no, they're supposed to be 13.5 strong. I think they're down about 10. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And one senior said she called that they were in the vicinity and they were making so much noise, it took like 20 minutes for a car to get there. And I was like, are you sure 20? She said it took them 20 minutes to get there, and when they came, they just rolled by. So I'm not going to say that the officers aren't doing their job. I'm going to say some of them are afraid. If I don't have cars to back me up, I'm not going to go into something that I can't handle. So that's another factor that needs to be addressed if you ever have the fortune of sitting down with the mayor.
Yeah. But I'm going to say this to you guys, and in all honesty, and I don't know how much you guys know about the TIF money, but now talk is being considered about actually extracting TIF money for just to keep the budget going. I'm mixed on that. But the bottom line, the TIF was designed for blighted neighborhoods. I work down in Sears Tower. They got a TIF to help bring Delta Airlines down there. So you got the mayor who controls this using the money where it could be used there for blighted areas, and it's going to attract, Delta is good. They go hire some suburbanites. I feel bad for my suburban people, but they go hire some suburbanites. But what about here? Our unemployment rate, I'm afraid it got to be at least 30-some%. Our people are just unemployed all over the place, and not by choice. Most of them, if the opportunities was there, they would take it. So the point is, with going back to the police force, they are looking at using some of that money, which can hopefully fund, the police force, because I think it's 2,100 that they short on right now.